Hello. Guess who is back? Yes, ladies and gents, welcome to the Feeder Series GP. We're here at Silverstone this weekend, and it is going to be unreal. It is going to be unreal. We're just going to check everything is working nicely before we really do get into it. By the looks of it, we're looking good. And yeah, so we're starting off here with some practice. This is the most scuff setup I've ever had. That is brilliant. Oh, there we go. We've already messed it up. Hold the phone for a second. We've just joined the new session, so that will be why. Silly Enzo took his time to get it up and going. But yeah, we're currently on board with Stanley DeLond. He's one of the sim racers that we have in the grid today. You'll see there's a real mixture of different people in and about the grid today. We've got some ranging from karting, international karting, all the way up to some F1 drivers. And we've got, as I said, on board with Stan, which is going to be an interesting one to watch, in my opinion. I know him very well. If you don't know who I am, let me introduce myself a little bit first off. So I'm Connor. This is my account, Cars with Connor. I was a Formula One YouTuber back in the day, back in my youth. But now I've sort of translated that into photography and video. So we're now sort of experimenting with that sort of thing, going around. That's how I know some of these guys. But yeah, we're here on board with Stan. Let's have a look who else we can have a quick look at. As you can see, practicing is, I think practice is about 15 minutes. And then we go on to a 20 minutes open quali session, which is very different to what we usually have in iRacing. So if any of you are new to iRacing, basically when you go into it, you have your own sort of session to do your 2 laps. But here we have 20 minutes like an actual Grand Prix where you can impede and you can get in each other's way, but that also means you can slipstream. Now this is obviously very important when you're in these Super Formula Light cars that we have here. So here we go, on board with Emanuele Olivieri. As we're going down on the way to Cops. Lovely, lovely, lovely stuff. But yeah, if you guys have any questions, want to say anything, please do let me know in chat. I'll be monitoring that throughout the duration of the stream. So as I was saying, I can whip up the driver's briefing, which we have just had. So I can get that up for you now. So we have an entry list of, I think it's 35 drivers today. It's very long, so we'll get into that as we get into it. So we have Akshay Bora as the race director today. Of course, he was leading this driver briefing, currently in Freca with our race. And then we have Dan Parens as one of the stewards, which is an extremely amazing thing in my opinion. We do love a bit of Dan. We've got Matea as well as a steward, and yeah, we're chilling. And we've got to say thank you to Enzo and Matteo for organising this. This wouldn't be possible without them. And from what I understand, this might be a recurring thing. Not obviously every weekend, but we're sort of talking winter series. We could see a little bit of an esports league, if you want to call it that. But from what I know, this is pretty serious. This is no joke at all. Everyone has been practicing all day. I can say I've been here in this lobby for since 2 p.m. And I know people have been practicing. We did have a race yesterday, and I've got to say shout out to Dan Hackett, who is again one of the media boys out here. Hardest charger yesterday, so well done to him when we were at Spa in F3. So yeah. So maybe we'll be seeing a sort of winter series going on later. But yeah, so another fun thing that they've decided to do here is we have sporadic safety cars. So basically, Akshay, at his own discretion, let's say the field spreads a little bit, then he can say, you know what, safety car. And all the field clumps back up, which is going to be absolutely amazing, in my opinion. Let's have a look around and see who else is having a go. Let's go on board with someone then. It's the only annoying thing about about iRacing. You can't really, well, maybe you can. Maybe we're just very bad broadcasters. Here we go. Let's go on with the man himself, Enzo Deligny. As they're getting some laps in onto the Hamilton straight in the slipstream there behind Stanley Deland. As I said, the slipstream and the toe it helps massively in these cars. So that's what they're aiming to all have in quali. I'm sure they've been making little alliances between themselves to try and do that. But yeah, I must say this as well. Damage will be off, but they've all been told to race as if it's on. So obviously, we're not going to have any major shunts like that. Hopefully. So yeah, we also have a 30 incident point maximum. Now that has changed from Spa yesterday. So basically, we've decided that because of the nature of Silverstone, we've decided to let them have a few more just for track limits. For example, there you see them all sort of going off. So that's the sort of thing we've got to be careful for. But yeah, here we go. Azenda's getting a major tow down the old pit straight into Cops. Is he going to make a little move on Stanley Deland? Repping that Alex Dunn inspired McLaren livery by the looks of things, as he told me earlier. Up through Maggotts and Beckett's, amazing sequence of corners, but also very important as we go into Chapel. Foot to the floor. It's crucial to get a good exit here as it goes all the way down the straight into the end of the lap. So yeah, a bit more on that safety car procedure. From Akshay and Enzo's words, the deployment will be announced via race comms, so you'll be able to see every now and then. I hope you can hear it, actually. The race comms should be able to. If not, we'll figure that out. But yeah, so they'll be able to just say, you know what, safety car, as I said. So from the moment the radio message is given, no overtaking is allowed. I think we've had a few incidents like that in previous races that we've done. Yeah, just sort of normal stuff for that. I'm trying to see if there's anything else that's a bit more exciting in the driver's briefing, because in my opinion, it's quite interesting to see that side of it, because this is what they get told every single race, which sometimes can be a bit self-explanatory. But I guess they sort of have to say it. But it's nice to have that that other side of it. Yeah. That seems all the exciting stuff I've really ticked off there. But yeah, we are at Silverstone, which is, I'd say, my home track. I live about 45 minutes away from it, and it is one of the best for racing. Not as wide open as Spa, but very high speed. Gonna have some really good moments of racing, hopefully, throughout this. I think the field was, I was told 10 seconds from first to last. So this is a pretty close field. We can expect some extremely close racing. Oh, and here he is, Dan Hackett. Poor guy. I don't know how he's gonna be doing this race. Because best is cotton socks. He tries his best, but yeah. I don't think Dan obviously used to be a karter. And then we have someone go off there. It looks like Tizzy Monza, who I think that might have just gone off. Not really sure what happened there, but easily done. Here we go as Dan goes through for end of his flying lap. I imagine a lot of curb there. Back on with Enzo. Let's have a look at what else is there. So here we have the safety car, as they call it, which is the Ferrari, which will be driving. That's driven by Akshay Bora. So he'll be there to do his safety carness. Let's have a look at chat right now. I think it's popping off a little bit. Is that a SpongeBob livery by Dan? I think that might be. Oh, where's he gone? I've no idea where Dan's gone, but by the looks of it, something like that.
My bad.
Interesting livery from him. So we'll stay on Bulba Gabriel Mini, the Alpine Academy driver, F2 now, as he goes through the final few corners. And we do have another off, and that seems to be practice, by the looks of it. Woof. Yeah, so let me just do this. Come back to here. But yeah, so I think the people we've got to really look out for is, as I mentioned, the likes of the unexpected people like Stanley Deland, who have been putting a lot of hours into this game, or sim if you're naughty, I guess, for most people. So I think those sorts of people we've got to look out for. The likes of Alex Dunn has been extremely quick in practice as well. So I'm really looking forward to see what he can do. We also got a few newcomers, the likes of, I think, Noah Lyle is joining the grid today. Zach Green is in the chat. Hello, Zach. Shout out to you. As we are now back racing by the looks of things. So I say racing, it is just, of course, a practice session. Let me have a quick check to see if I can hear the audio. There we go. We're all good. We're all good. Just having a quick check because if you cannot tell, as I said earlier, this was my old channel where I used to do a lot of this. So this is I'm brushing off a few cobwebs with this one. As we come back here. But yeah, also we'll be able to see the safety car announcements as they come. Let's have a look. Who else have we got? That was Olivieri. Andrea Dupe. Now in Italian F4 with PHM. Looking to make a bit of a name for himself. Because of course, there are a few races that every driver wants to win. You know, we've got Le Mans 24 Hour, Indy 500, Monaco Grand Prix. But I really do think one that we should all be looking out for is the feeder series GP. I mean, look at it. This field is stacked, and we will get to it when we get into qualifying. But just to list some of the names that we have here, and obviously got a bit camera shy as we have a little spin there from Andrea Dupe. I must also mention that this is a fixed setup race, but in practice it is open setup. Not that they'd be doing their own setup when it's practice. That doesn't make much sense. But yeah, as I said, some names just to mention. As I've already said, we got Alex Dunn, Enzo Deligny, I've already mentioned. Evan Gilter just recently won the Formula Regional Middle East Championship, along with the likes of Emanuele Olivieri, who won it in F4. We got Kenzo Craigie, who last year, of course, was the double karting world champion in Miami and both OKJ. We've got the likes of Freddie Slater looking to dominate probably in the future of racing. So a name to watch there. The likes of Jack Doohan is joining us today. Of course, Alpine reserve driver. And yeah, it's looking to be a very, very stacked grid and race for that matter. So I'm really excited to see how close we really are during qualifying, because I think it could get very, very tight, especially at the front. I think if you stay within that top 10 pack, you'll be fine. But from what I understand, this is, of course, sim racing. So the further back we go down the grid, it could get a little scrappy. But yeah, we're looking, maybe we might have quite a few big shunts here going down to turn one. You know, that's what I like to think. That's what I like to think anyway. That in sim racing, you might as well lick the stamp and send it. You know what I mean? Because what else are you going to do? You can turn off this the rules. Why are they up? We've only got who are we on there? Taito Kato, obviously Honda backed. Let's go on for a ride with Kenzo Craigie, why don't we? As we were talking about him.
But pushing through the start one was quite a good idea.
I think that might have been trying to hear who that was.
We are checking.
So we're doing a bit of radio checking. But yeah, as I said, this is a very big race. Something we should be very excited for. But yeah, as I also mentioned, we were in F3 yesterday at Spa, but now we're in the Super Formula Light car, which is, if you don't know, basically a Japanese F3 car is the best way to describe it. Pretty new to iRacing, came out a couple seasons ago. It's a sort of feeder series to Super Formula. Obviously, I think it's quickest series other than F1. I want to say, I'm pretty sure. Obviously, it's still in Japan. Very light, you know, very agile, and they're perfect for Silverstone due to their high cornering speed, which is pretty cool.
Dan Hackett has a warning for impeding.
Oh, so there you go. We've heard the first thing from the race director himself, Akshay Bora, that Dan Hackett has his first warning for impeding, which is again different to what we usually have in iRacing. We're not usually in an open. Well, we have open practices, but not open qualifying. So we've got to really look out for that. And you know, it could change the result of the race. If someone who should be at the front ends up impeding, or you know, something like that, they could see themselves at the back. But yeah, these are low to medium downforce, but they're pretty good at cornering, especially on this, as I said. When is it my turn behind the wheel? We have a Ben says. Well, actually, the reason I'm doing this was because I was invited to do this race as a special guest. Thing is though, you can't really see it here. We might be able to if I make this a little bit bigger. So I'm having like 7 screens around me right now. So trying to figure out all this is almost alien to me again, after not been doing it for so long. If I quickly just come over here and go to the video, you might be able to see a little Fanatec rig over there. So I can sim race. My I rating, for those who are wondering, is 700 in sports car. So I won't be making any waves in the sim racing world anytime soon. Let's put it that way. Still in Rookies of Formula. So yeah, that ain't brilliant. So yeah, I'm just too slow to really race in this, I think. That's my honest opinion. That's just the truth. So I would love to do it, but maybe if I get a little better. I mean, to be fair, I've only had this rig for a few weeks. So yeah, that's why I probably won't be doing it. But yeah, like I said, the strength of field is about 3K. So decent, pretty good strength of field for these guys. So it can be, of course, very competitive. Let's have a look at some different angles where we can. Let's go for a bit of a TV. It's always a bit different, isn't it? Oh, and as we've done that, someone, of course, has spun it. By the looks of it, that could be the Dan Hackett in the SpongeBob car. Might be louder. Let me adjust that right now. That should be a bit better if I hold it here. Yeah, guys, any feedback, just let me know. We're just doing this on the fly. There we go. But yeah, we're having. I think we are in qualifying now. That's why I just missed out on. So let's go for some laps with someone. I think we would want to go on board now. That was me being an awful commentator. And let's go on board with. Let's go with Cole Hewitson, XL driver in British F4, of course. Looking to get that toe from Taito Kato, who is behind. As I said, that is very, very important in these cars. But yeah, we are here at Silverstone, birthplace of Formula One. I think a lot of the times we forget. You know, home of British motorsport. Obviously, the F1 goes here. ELMS this year. So quite some cool series. Obviously, hosted WEC as well. Yeah, as I said, very high speed. See it, especially Magnum Beck. It's one of the most iconic corners in the world, or sequence of corners anyway. So now I'm sure Cole is thinking he better get in the slipstream here. All the way down the straight. Enzo's put me in charge of Instagram graphics to the race results, mate. So I'm going to need your best camera work for the start. Maybe I should get into sim racing videography. Maybe that's something I should do. That's a whole different ball game. Yes, we will try my best. I'm the camera director. I'm the commentator. I'm the everything on this race. So we'll try our best. We'll try our best. But yeah, currently as it stands, the top 5 in qualifying are Gabrielle Mini, Alex O'Grady, Alex Dunn, Taylor Barnard, and Enzo Delingy in the top 5. As you can see there, they're all extremely close, all within about 3/10 of each other so far, which is yeah, very very good for all of them. We go on board with someone else now. Let's have a look. Kanato Lee, Tizzy Monza. And we've got Taz in an all black livery by the looks of things. Going in towards Luffield and Brooklands. This is a very tricky corner to lock up on. I find that especially. Again, leads you right into a straight of this, and then the old pit straight then cops into Maggots and Beckett's. So crucial to get a good run over there. Use all the track as you can, as much as it's possible. Come out pretty wide. You can hear them all talking about getting toes. Oh my, Brandon. That was a very, very interesting question. Seem to have aborting that mission. Now lap. We've got 8 minutes left of qualifying. Everyone seems to be slowing down. And we're on board with Maxwell Dodds right now, former British F4. Now he's doing a bit of prototype racing in Ultimate Cup. Again, look at this little train they formed here. Seems to be Stanley Delande, Manueli Olivieri, and Alex Dunn. Let's hear an answer. Let's go on board with Jack Doohan. Why don't we? Repping the Alpine livery. He's obviously going to try and catch up with that lot right there, trying to get the toe.
Sorry.
Yeah, Enzo obviously is doing something there, impeding. Who knows? But yeah, we're looking for a 25-minute race. Anyone else who might be streaming, I'm not sure. I'm not sure, to be honest. I think they're also locked in with this, that I don't know if anyone else is streaming. But I'll try to give you the best overall coverage we can. Yeah. Come on, Delingy. Yes, that is correct, as he goes up to B2. We've got the likes of Daniel Kelleher as well, Taz, we've got Jack Doohan, Stanley Delande, and Ty Takato round off the top 10 as Jem goes up to P11. So doing very well there. Tizzy Monza as well. I'm not sure if he's racing anymore. In P14. Oh wow! That is crazy. That was a lot of cars right there. That was like Moses parting the Red Sea. Yeah. Stanley Delande moves up to P7. As I said, these sim races, you've got to watch out for them. They are quicker than you think. But yeah, I'm not sure who else is streaming. Look around YouTube, Twitch, whatever. That's probably your best bet, I imagine, if you want some individual onboards. See other people driving, yeah. Of course, mate. Let's go on board with Jack Beaton, currently racing in Frecker with Prema. Repping a Arrow McLaren livery. It's a little bit rogue. As Dries van Langendonk moves up to P1. Obviously the one of the youngest in the field, 14 years old. McLaren junior driver, currently racing in the OK category in karting. So getting very, very close there. Behind Kabir Anurag. Racing with, it's US racing in Italian F4. Alpine back driver. Let's go for a bit of a chase cam. Ooh, that's a very, oh, maybe it's not an McLaren, it's just a McLaren. Very nice livery. If we go into the results, let's go on with Taylor Barnard, who is, there he is. Obviously, Formula E driver for McLaren at the moment, doing extremely well. How many records has he broken? Too many to count at this point. Yeah, obviously got pole in Monaco recently. I was there viewing. It's very exciting. As he goes up to P3. There he goes as he crosses the line. Nice little purple livery we've got going there. I'm a big fan of that. Tyso Caso moves up to P14. I still don't know how to pronounce Enzo's last name. So his nickname on Instagram is set to Deli Meat, because during Fremek it kept sounding like the commentator was saying Deli Meat. So I found it funny. Yes. Deli Meat. Yeah, so, well, I think it's Delingy. That's what I think. That's what I say, Enzo Delingy. But in this situation, I don't know how to pronounce half these guys' names. No. But, yeah. Delingy. Ooh, a little bit off there for Taylor. But yeah, let's have a look who's down on the bottom so far. So I've got that in the way, I'm just going to look past it. So currently, we seem to have Evan Gilter with a 152, Maxwell Dodds and Jack Beaton as the bottom three, which is somewhat surprising. But of course, as I said, it's a very, very, very tight field. So, but that is a good 3 seconds right there. And my boy Dan Hackett doing all right. Up there, and I can't even see what that is. Let's have a look. Who else we got? James Agozi, Freddie Slater. Let's go on with Freddie Slater. Duligny, I guess that's how you meant to say it. Taylor's I rating is insane, though. Done Olivieri as well. Yeah, it really shows, doesn't it? It really does show how good they are. I find it pretty impressive to be at the top of both sports, I guess, as you want to call it that. The amount of the time as well that you need to put in to be good on sim. So we seem to have some dust in the air. There may be a lock-up from someone. As you can see, there's quite a few trains. If you look on the track map on the top right, they're all in these little trains trying to get that all-important slipstream around here, because I think that can make or break your race, your qualifying. I was talking to Stan this morning, and he was saying he didn't get a tow yesterday, so he only got P8, which he said with a tow you can easily have gone P1. So that's what, obviously that's F3, so a little bit different, but still sort of stays in there. As you're right, Enzo Delaney does go P1. Amazing from him, with a 1:49.4, 2/10 quicker than Alex Dunn in second. Dries van Langendonk in third. Taylor Barnard seems to be on another flying lap by the looks of it, as Alex Dunn gets out of the way. Whee, what a send there from Daniel Kelleher, KR driver, and Jack Doohan pushing. A little bit of contact there by the looks. Whoa! And as we've just seen there, Freddie Slater and Jack Doohan, massive shunt in quali. What are we witnessing? What is happening? I have no idea what I've just seen.
Boy.
I have a feeling that might be a little bit of a disqualification there from Jack Doohan, I think.
We need a ban, Fred.
Oh, was it Fred? Oh, I think Freddie Slater might be banned. As there we go. That is our first disqualification.
Just missed my last lap because two cars were like crashing into each other on the exit of the last corner.
That's going to be causing a lot of drama. As I think that was Freddie Slater by the sounds of it. Wow, and a bit of revenge from Jack Doohan there. So I think a lot of drivers might have a ruined lap there, unfortunately, as we seem to have a bit of contact, which is a right way to put it. That was a massive shunt. That was huge. Wow. Well, I guess Freddie Slater will not be will be racing by the sounds of it. I'm sure he'll be taking to the stewards now with Akshay, and I guess he's not. I guess he won't be racing. We'll see. We'll see what happens. Be good to get a replay of that after the session.
Freddie Slater needs to be reported. He is a menace.
As I've said there, Freddie Slater needs to be reported. Loving the stream. Thank you, Dan Hackett Media. DHM, my goat. There's qualifying. Only a minute left. Let's have a look. Let's see who else is Valentin. We can go watch his on board if you want. So we have a few offs here.
We have plus 3 seconds for Slater for impeding and plus 5 seconds to Davis for intentional wreck.
There we go. Intentional wreck. Can I get a shout out? Oh, I have shouted you out, Dan. I have shouted you out. I'm not sure what everyone's doing here. Probably waiting to get to the line. Or are we done? Or is this the final? Maybe that's it. Maybe that's it. By the looks of it, that might be the rate. That might be the quality done with Enter Lingy P1, Dries Van Langel on P2, and Taylor Barnard P3, followed by Alex Dunn, Gabrielle Mini, Emanuele Olivieri, Alex O'Grady, Valentin Klus, and Andrea Dupe, and of course Daniel Kelleher rounding off P10. Why don't I upload anymore? Well, I actually work in motorsport now as a photographer, so I know a few of these guys. Hence why I've ended up here. But yeah, wow. We seem to have a few 2 seconds for Freddie by the sounds of it, and I think it was a 4 second one for Doohan. We're now ready to race by the looks of it. So let's have a look at the results. So,
Stewards, can you keep an eye on Kenzo on the start, please?
So we have entered Lingy, Dries Van Langendonk, there's Taylor Barnard, Alex Dunn, Gabriel Mini, Emanuele Olivieri, wow, Alex O'Grady, Valentin Klus, Andrea Dupe, Daniel Kelleher, Canato Lee, Stanley, good lad, he up there in P12 or something, Taz, Dion, Taito, Jax Davies or Jack Doohan, Noah Lyle, Jem, Tizzy Monza, Matteo De Paolo, and then we have Cole Hewitson, Yevan David, Jack Beaton, Kai Askey, James Agozi, Kenzo Craigie, Daniel Hackett, Tom Behrman, I haven't mentioned him yet, and then Kabir, Freddie Slater, Chase Fernandez, Evan Giltaire, Maxwell Dodds, Matea, Akshay. Oh, these are guys all just arm racing and spectating. But there you go. That rounds it off. Love you made the graphics slightly overlapping each other. Yeah, that's the only problem with this. You can move it. Should we move it? We'll move it so you can have a quick look. Edit. You can do that. You can have a quick look. We'll then, of course, move it back for the race. The sounds of it, Kenzo Craig is going to be one to watch at the start of the race. Because the sounds of it, Dan has something to say about it. But there we go. Full look at that. So yeah, that's Maxwell Dodds in last place, I'm pretty sure. Unfortunate for him. Nope, and apparently I've lost it. We're racing. How have I just done that? That is awful from me. Apologies. And we're racing, I guess. This has gone horribly wrong. And there seem to be massive shunts. Everyone's all over the place. The start of it. Let's move this out of the way real quick. But yeah, here we go. As we ride on board, let's go on with Cole Hewitson, as there's an absolute scrap all over the place, to try and make up some positions as we go to roll up. Here we go. Look at that jostling for position. Down the straight, got a lovely slipstream. Is he going to send it? Of course he does. As they go 3 wide down into Cobbs, it seems to be happening all over the grid. Who's going to break first? There we go. Little lift there. Wow. Someone's gone off there as well. As we go into Cops now, let's have a look. Who else is going up the grid a bit? Let's go up to Alex Dunn, who, as Enzo Delaney, seems to get off really well, with Dries van Langendonk and Taylor Barnard up there as well. We go around the corner here, closely following him. Safety car is deployed, ladies and gentlemen. Safety car is deployed. So that does mean that Akshay can call safety car whenever he likes. So that means everyone's going to slow down. Oh, as we have drivers saying that people have overtaken all under safety car. We go on board with Enzo Lingy. As they're all trying to find the order.
What do you mean? I was literally in front.
Kenzo's now saying that he deserves the spot. Let's go here and have a quick look at this safety car restart. Yeah, who's stewarding today? Basically everyone. Basically everyone.
Well, I'm going back to my original position behind Dan.
Getting the tyres nice and warm. As I hear some Italian brain rot is being spewed all over. As we wait for the restart. It'll be one lap of this, and then we go. I can't believe we've just almost missed the start.
I was behind James and then got spun out.
So by the sounds of it, they're all going to be trying to get it going,
Have a look. I should be a lot higher.
establishing the order. Because I think the rule is the seconded safety car, we stop overtaking.
No further action on Tiziana Monza lap 1.
There we go. No further action for Tizzy.
Actually, please take a look at Stowe, mate. I've been absolutely done in.
Could you hide the leaderboard for a sec so I can take a screenshot for the graphics, brother? Yes. Hold on.
The guy on the inside decided to go 3 wide or 4 wide. I don't know.
Let me just, how do I hide this? That's what I'm trying to find out. Actually, give me a second.
Safety car is coming in.
Oh, safety car's coming in, so we'll leave it for a second. And we'll do that. Oh, there we go. So, here we go. We are lining up towards the final few corners as Enzo Delaney seems to have gone immediately. Well, looks of it, or maybe he hasn't. I was going to say, what is he doing there? He looked to have absolutely sent it around that corner, but I guess not. This is very crucial, this corner here, to try and get a good run. When's he going to go? And he does go. And Dries van Langendonk seems to be closing in quite close to him, as Taylor Barnard also stays incredibly close. But Alex Dunn there seems to have fallen back a bit. Oh no, that is Alex Dunn who's up there. Gabriel Mini also making up loads of places. Dries van Langendonk does seem to fall back a little bit, as Emanuele Olivieri stays where he is. And we have Enzo Lingy seem to be defending for his life, as Taylor Barnard's now going to get a lovely run on Enzo in this little slipstream train here, all the way down to Brooklands. Is he going to make the move? He's almost pushing him along. Is he going to pull out? Is he going to pull out? Oh, he just about stays with him. Probably going to go for a run down the next straight, I imagine, or maybe even the Hanger straight, as they're trying to stay as close as possible. As we're trying to listen to what the drivers are saying, using all the track limits there. There we go. The front three are really, really close by the looks of it. Track limits all over the place. I think this could be an incredible fight. Taylor Barnard, Alex Dunn and Enzo Delingi as they go through Maggots and Beckett's crucial corners, as there seems to be quite an off in the background there. Let's go back a bit. Let's see what's happening further back. Safety car, by the sounds of it. So we're trying to find where it's happened. Oh, they're all saying bump draft.
Safety car, safety car, safety car.
Oh, and there is another safety car. So no more overtaking.
Yeah, but so safety car, so no overtaking from this point.
No overtaking. No worries, no need to hide it.
Why is there safety car?
We're finding out why it's safety car.
There's a big crash.
Big shunt apparently. Let's have a look who's had a bit of a shunt. As we go to results. Maybe.
So everyone please slow down and let the safety car.
Kanato Lee maybe?
Yo, you gotta catch up actually. I'm not driving.
Everything seems to be alright. So we're back with the leaders. Is that the safety car coming through the field? I think it might be. What a sight is that? There's the 458 or 488, whatever it is, I don't actually know, comes through the field. Can we please just have a quick moment for Cole Hewitson, who has made up 10 spots, into P11. So unreal drive from him so far. The field once again backs all the way up behind the safety car.
David has been given a drive-through for crashing on safety car and unsafe rejoin.
So we've got unsafe rejoin, 10-second penalty there for Yevan David.
Actually, who was I with under the safety car? Am I allowed to go back?
As we hear all the different drivers trying to find out again where is the order. It's giving Abu Dhabi 2021 at this point. I'm sure by the end of this lap. There we go. Safety car is coming in. We'll of course we'll have a look at the start as well, because undoubtedly there will be another safety car. Let's focus on let's ride on board with Taylor Barnard as we wait for Enzo Delingi to send it, as he seems to have started going, and we are racing once again here at Silverstone for the feeder series at Grand Prix. And Enzo Delingi seems to have gotten a pretty good run, as he seemed to have gapped Taylor Barnard, as Alex Dunn seems to stay behind them pretty closely. But Taylor Barnard is making up a lot of time as he moves in towards the first sequence of corners. Let's hear all the different drivers bickering with the stewards, which is quite nice to hear. And here we go. Taylor's going to get an amazing run on Enzo. Here we go. Here we go. He's edging closer and closer and closer, almost pushing him along. Obviously trying to build a bit of a gap from behind, because that's what you got to worry about. Alex Dunn, very, very skillful driver, as we've mentioned already. iRacing is incredibly high. So wanting to get away from someone like that who will pose a pretty big threat to the rest of them. As we seem to be maybe thinking about making a move. Is he going to do it? No, he's like very, very close to him though. He might have a look down the hanger straight. Obviously, Taylor had this opportunity last time, but it, of course, was ruined by the safety car. As Delaney makes a lot of time as we go through Magnus and Beckett's.
So no further action for
On the way through Chapel.
he was ahead of me.
Here we go. Does Taylor have enough of a run on Delaney? Is the slipstream that powerful? Here we go, here we go, here we go. Is he going to have a look? Is he going to have a look? No, he doesn't. No, he doesn't. He's being patient. He's being patient, which is what you need to win a race like this with such a skillful field. You never know what could happen. So biding your time might be good. And as I said, as the slipstream is so powerful, you'll have lots of opportunity. And if you do overtake it now, you never know. Enzo could come right back at Taylor. Have a look through the field as well. While we just let these two battle it out. Let's have a look at the back here. As the entire field is incredibly close.
Mate, big crash going into village.
Apparently going into village there was a massive crash, which sort of explains the spread of the field at the back here. As we are on board with, well, not on board, we're watching Kenzo Craigie as he currently battles Evan Gilles. Again, pushing each other along, working together, bump drafting to make the moves. Oh, and we have a bit of an off there from Canato Lee, I think that was. Freddie Slater fighting with Jack Beaton and Tom Behrman. Not sure what he said there, but there we go. Slipstream's obviously very important as Canato Lee and Maxwell Dodds seem to have a big battle, as well as Thomas Behrman and Taito Kato. Side by side through cops, that never ends well usually. But here we go. Let's go on board with Thomas Behrman. Oh, massive shunt! As that is Taito Kato and Thomas Behrman at Chapel into the gravel, and we have another spinner. That seems to be Dan Hackett. Both the yellow SpongeBob liveries seem to have not been having the best of races so far. But yeah, as I said, safety car. Once again, third safety car in the first 12 minutes of the race. As there's been a change for lead as well. Taylor Barnard, Alex Dunn have moved up to P1 and 2. And Enzo Delingi has fallen back to P4. So there you go, Dan Hackett has a drive-through for causing a collision. Yo, I think you might need. I understand why people have a whole team of commentators trying to do the camera work and all the speaking at the same time. As we ride on board with Taylor Barnard. Let's have a go with Gabriele Mini. Currently in P5 where he qualified. He's been a little bit passive this race, but it looks like he could be making some insane moves. I'm sure he's biding his time. Yep, as we hear that Behrman saying how Kato shunted into him, as we saw as we were on board with him.
Actually, it was 2 laps ago before safety car came out. Big incident, fail.
Cole Hewson there.
I don't know if I can check 2 laps ago while I'm in a safety car, bro.
I'm staying after.
So Cole Hewson trying to get something investigated after the race. We have Akshay Bora driving the safety car.
Can safety car stay out for one more lap? Like.
Safety car lights are off. Coming in this.
Oh, Dan Hackett asking for the safety car to be coming in this lap, but Akshay Bora saying no. Safety car lights are off. We are going green once again very shortly. This time with Taylor Barnard leading the field, followed by Alex Dunn and Dries van Langendonk. All 3 McLaren-backed drivers.
10-second penalty for Taito Kato
Here we go. Taylor Barnard leads the field over the line. And we are racing once again at Silverstone. So we go down to turn 1. A little bit spread out the field as compared to the last time. Taylor seems to have got a good start. As we hear, Chase Fernandez apparently has hit, by the sounds of it, might be Maxwell Dodds, who have been hit. Kai Askey as well. 13 places gained. As we now on board with Daniel Kelleher and Gabriel Mini. It's an amazing move from Kelleher in the Miami Spec Visa Cash App RB livery. Unreal move from Kelleher.
Yeah, I've just been completely dive-bombed going into turn 3, caused crash.
Yeah, it was spun by Kai.
There you go. So Kai apparently spun Cole Hewson. Also Evan Gilter up 19 places. Insane from him. Let's see if anything happens here as we go on board with Enzo Delingi. Right behind Alex Dunn now, by the looks of it. No, I don't think that's correct. I
Actually,
think that could be Dries van Langendonk. Yeah, that is, sorry, my bad. Dries van Langendonk. Not close enough, though, by the looks of it, to make the move.
So no further action on Kai,
Ooh, very close. As let's move up to the front of the field. I guess so. As a massive scrap between Alex Dunn and Taylor Barnard. Two of arguably the most skilled drivers in the field. Ooh, there's a bit of curb there from Barnard.
Got black flag with like, because of all the contact we've done.
Kapir Anurag apparently getting black flags.
Yeah, penalties are clear for you.
What a fight we've got at the front here. Incredibly close. It looked like Dunn was going to make a move at the end of the last lap. Oh! As we seen a bit of a misfire or something. Something seemed to have gone very wrong for Dunn. Not quite sure what happened there. Sounded like he got stuck in second gear or something like that. As he now is overtaken by Stanley Deland and goes from second all the way down to, by the looks of it, 8th or 9th. What has gone wrong there for Alex Dunn? Maybe he just wanted to hack with Stanley Deland. Maybe that's what he wanted to do. Let's go on board with Tizzy Monza, who seems to be in his own little race there. Near the back, unfortunately for him.
No further action.
Chase Fernandez chasing down Dion.
Monza hit me into.
So Tom Behrman, again near the back of the grid, unfortunately.
10-second penalty for Monza, causing collision.
There you go, Monza just got a penalty there. Livieri trying to stay with this group of people at the front here.
See my drive-through penalty.
The two McLaren liveried cars.
For no reason.
And Enzo Deligny, our pole sitter, currently sitting in 4th by looks of things. Or 3rd, sorry.
Wait, Andrea.
Now it looks like Dries van Langendonk looking to make a move on Taylor Barnard. Could we see Enzo Deligny making his way through? That is the question.
Just turn in the middle of the straight. I'm already.
Oh! Saying that, Daniel Kelleher has just shunted into Enzo Deligny, airborne.
Safety car.
And there we go. Safety car has apparently been wanting to be called by Alex Dunn.
No further action on Santos.
Wow.
actually, I shot take penalty for it.
Enzo seems to maybe be protesting that one.
We are checking.
Is there gonna be a safety car?
There should be a safety car.
Confusion about if there should be a safety car. Lots of drivers saying,
Penalty for Daniel Keller, causing collision.
yeah, there you go. Daniel Kelleher getting a penalty for that one. Enzo goes down the inside. Yeah, commentator's curse is true. It really is real.
Hey, look at Duke. Look at Duke. He just come back on the track in front of me.
Apparently, Andrea Dupe has an unsafe rejoin. It's Evan Giltaire.
Safety car deployed, no overtaking now.
There we go, safety car. Safety car is deployed once again.
Can we restart straight away instead of doing a whole lap on the safety car?
They want to restart straight away by the sounds of it.
10 seconds down, T2.
Can we keep racing into the line?
DHM. DHM.
Negative. Safety car, safety car.
Safety car. Connor, get me in a voice call with you.
Stop fire.
How many safety cars are there? That's the fourth one, I think.
We have given Duke 10 seconds down, please.
Should we call Dan Hackett? Let's call Dan Hackett. Who's currently in the race. Little interview. See if he answers.
Well, good evening.
Hello. I'm pretty
That
sure.
did not go to plan.
No? So,
No.
how's your race going?
Well, by the fact that I'm in this call, not very well.
Can the safety car not push so much?
I got
Mess up?
I got disqualified. I got too many incident points
Yeah, the
because
safety car
of
is going slow, but you
people
are
crashing
like,
into me, and then Andrea Dupe, unsafe
pick up the pace
rejoin,
so we can do
and
it,
that did my race there.
Well,
Actually,
I'll be real, Dan.
like that.
You did better than I thought.
Well,
Yeah, can we speak up?
it's not like yesterday, you know.
Hey,
P26 to
Hard,
P13.
yeah, hardest charger.
Yeah, but am I commentating on the
I
race
guess
with
I guess you are now. I guess you are.
Oh, that's
I'm pretty sure can Stream hear you.
I don't know. You tell me, mate. You tell me, but we're like the dynamic duo.
There we go. They can hear you. We're all good.
Oh, they can hear me now. Hello, guys.
DHM.
Daniel Keller, you can protest your
Yeah.
penalty after the race with the video.
I think it's been a definitely a bit of a scrappy race so far.
Yeah, that's one way to put it. I think there've been some absolute sends which have not really paid off.
Yeah, I mean, I've got too many incident points. I mean, Anurag tried to hold it around my outside, and I pushed him off, like we said was allowed in the briefing, and I got 4x from that, and then
Well,
yeah, it's been a rough one.
well, it's nice
But
to
a
have
fun one.
nice to have the perspective from the driver. You know.
Yeah, always. Safety cars in this lap.
So we're on board with Enzo Lingy, who was shunted by Daniel Kelleher, as we go
There should be one
into
for,
the restart. Come round the final few corners.
Andrea Duke on like that.
Watch the lead for last. Do you want to go? Let's watch the lead then. Let's
And
go.
he's gone. He's gone.
He's gone already. There we go.
That is early.
That is extremely early as we go around the final corner. See if anyone can make any moves. Let's skip to the
As a
front
man
then.
was in the back of the pack, I can tell you it'll be chaos back there right now.
Here we go. Gabrielle Mini, as I said, have moved up to P3, patiently waiting as a huge scrap seems to be happening down into turn one between Taylor Barnard, Dries Langendorf, and of course Gabrielle Mini. Almost 3 wide as Taylor Barnard's defending from Dries. Oh, he's getting a little bit deep there. Oh, Gabrielle Mini seems to be going around the outside, but out of nowhere.
Donna's left.
Out of nowhere, Stanley DeLons comes in to the picture. Here we go. They're going to be weaving all the way down the straight, trying to break the slipstream. As we seem to have some sort of contact in the background with them screaming. Oh, I don't know.
Donna's left the lobby.
There we-
Donna's out.
There we go.
Big name out.
Well, he seemed to have a bit of a problem earlier, dropping from P2 down to P8. So we'll find. I'm sure we'll find out what happened there. But yeah, Dunn has left, unfortunately. Here we
I just
go.
want to say a special shout out to Tizana Podin-Trapuvasak. You're doing really well.
How's he doing? Oh, up 4 places in P9. There we
Zero
go.
testing as well.
0 testing. There we go. But here, it seems to be a 4-car scrap right now for P1 by the looks of things, as they are basically pushing each other through Maggers and Beckett's. This will be some of the best racing we've ever seen, I think. As Barnard seems to go off a little bit there.
You can tell they're all spending their X's.
Yeah, definitely.
Someone
There's
has completely cut Maggot's Beckett's.
Barnard is desperately trying to break that toe. Oh, but it looks of it, Van Langendonk almost wanted to go on the grass there to overtake as Gabriele Mini goes down the inside of Dries.
Shut it in the back.
Is there a massive shot at the back?
Ooh. Someone tried it. I don't know who that is.
There we go.
that's
Gabriel
fine.
Mini looking to go a little bit wide, get a better exit, get on the power early, down the Hamilton straight. This could be the
Big
move.
shunt across the line.
You think so?
And there's the race.
There we go. Taylor Barnard takes the Feeder Series Grand Prix
Get my
Race
flag and
2.
Just got killed over the line.
GG.
A race full of
Good race, everyone. Thank you for coming.
full of drama. I think about 6 safety cars there.
10-second penalty for Dupe.
But I have a feeling this might not be the final
This one's
the
fair.
final standings though.
Can I get my black flag removed for crossing the line there? Someone reversed onto the track.
Someone reversed into the track. That's not what you want to see.
Big thank you to the stewards in this one.
Thanks, guys, everyone.
As a-
If you want to protest, just take a video of it. Be on your phone, it can be a clip, and just send it to the.
Well, that was a
penalties will be
enthralling
posted
race.
as well.
if you
That was
ask.
amazing. Now let's go back a little, look at a bit of a replay. Let's do that. Let's go.
Can you stream your screen so I can see what you're looking at?
Oh, okay. Yeah. You're not watching the stream? Yeah. Right.
No, your stream's delayed.
Oh, right. My bad. Yeah. Sorry.
Yeah. We can run through some of the action here. You can have a driver's eye perspective on
So
what happened here in the race.
let's go back to the start of the race, lap 1. This is not like lap 1 to me.
This is yeah, definitely not.
Yeah.
Hello. You can tell I'm an iRacing noob. Oh,
This looks like qualifying, mate.
yeah. That does look like qualifying. You're right.
Why isn't-
Lap 1. No.
Nick Taylor's just sent me a video with Hamish.
Very nice. Let's go on board with. Let's have a look. Who we have a look at? That's not pace car. We don't pace car. We want Dan Hackett. Let's go on board with you.
I don't know if that's a good idea.
As all the what's the name? The penalties
You
come
won't be
through.
able to see, I think, because they're all leaving.
What, the replay?
Yeah, eventually.
Oh, we don't want this. Go away.
Provide a penalty.
I don't know.
I've not had a penalty because I got DQ'd. That's good.
I'm not sure. Why can we not see lap 1? This is
I'm not 100% sure, mate.
This is apparently lap 1.
Can we just go to the incident that got me DQ'd, please?
Is this one? Oh, which incident is this one?
Oh, I can't even remember. This looks like practice.
Is this practice then?
Oh, I don't know.
This is very confusing. Let's just go right to the start and then rewind,
Yeah, we'll do that.
and then we've got what, 25 minutes to rewind as we wait. Well, I'll say this: that this stream could have gone a lot worse. Considering how last minute this was, I think it's gone alright. We might have almost missed the start, but I think it went alright considering it was a last minute, do everything yourself job. I've thoroughly enjoyed it. I'm excited to see this replay though. By the looks of it, we're going to get to lap 1 eventually.
How many viewers have we got live right now?
50.
Oh, wow. Hello, everybody. Go and follow Dan Hackett Media on Instagram.
Yeah, and while you're at it, you might as well follow Connor both the visuals as well. Might as well.
Just keeping an eye on the old WhatsApp chat to see what's going on so I can keep everybody informed.
Yeah. We can possibly.
Do you want me to do a readout of the penalties?
Yeah, that'd be good.
Got a 3-second penalty for Slater for impeding, 5 second for Davies for intentional wreck, 10 second for Craigie for safety car crash, 10 second for Dupe for causing a collision, 10 seconds for Kate for bad manoeuvre, 10 seconds for Monza for bad manoeuvre, 10 seconds for Keller for bad manoeuvre, 10 seconds for Dupe for unfair rejoin, 5 seconds for Dunn for bad manoeuvre, 10 seconds for dupe for bad maneuver. One's a perma ban. Yeah.
Wow.
Clean raid.
So as you can tell,
Here we go. Here's the start. Wow.
All right.
Yeah. I mean, I can run you through the race start from my perspective
for a little bit.
if that's what you'd like.
Yeah. Well, let's go from the TV perspective to start off with.
Of course. I mean, you can go on board with me if you'd like to see.
Well, we
just
can do
how
that. We can do that in a second. We'd entered Lingy in P1. I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure. We fast forward till he gets on the grid.
I feel like we're missing out on all the action in the overall group.
Are we?
I know, no one's really saying anything.
Well,
Lots is going on in the protest chat.
yeah. All right, here we go.
Here we go for the highlights.
So, let's. If I press play, that'll be helpful. It's lights out and we are racing at Silverstone, by the looks of it. People are glitching everywhere. But oh wow, we're in static mode. Wow, that would be great if we weren't on the scenic mode.
I think just go on board with me, and you can really see the chaos.
And why can't we? I'm actually so bad at this. Let's have a look at this. So they all sort of got through pretty cleanly. Why can I not change where I'm looking or camera? Do you have any idea why that is, Mr. Hackett? Oh, there we go.
Sorry, I wasn't paying attention.
You're all right. You're all right. There we go. So we should go on board with you then. Well, let's go chase cam with you. Dan Hackett. What's your I rating? Like 2K?
Not very high.
Where are you?
Go. Yeah, I'm number 3 car.
Oh, right. See, I don't understand why it does this stupid scenic thing. Let's just do this till we get to you. I feel like I'm going in circles. Oh,
Just click on my name on the thing, mate.
yeah, but when I do that, it goes to what's the name? Where are you? There you are. Alright.
Yeah.
See, it goes to scenic.
Yeah. Oh, that's weird. Maybe it's because I've left.
Maybe.
I don't know.
But anyway,
All right.
let's go on board with someone. Not a safety car. Is that you? No. You have your SpongeBob livery.
The goated livery.
Possibly.
Yeah, that is very weird.
Oh well. Let's go on board with Stan. Why not?
I'm gonna have to disappear because I'm gonna go and lodge a complaint. But
Fair enough.
for having me.
Well, thank you for coming down. Appreciate it.
Glad to be there. Ciao, ciao.
Wow, look at that. A lot of contact in the first couple corners. So everyone dipping in and out. Wow. So it was a pretty good start for Stan by the looks of things. He went straight into watch my last corner, he didn't have him loaded. Oh right, my bad. SpongeBob livery I approve of. Yeah, Stan, you realise I'm a bit of a Billy sometimes. But yeah, there we go. There we go. Very tight for lap 1. Ooh. We had a spinner on their own. They really are tussling through Maggers and Beckett's. Probably isn't going to end well. Stan was looking for the move there, coming down the hang straight. yeah, that seems to be lap 1. So the final standings seem to be, if we look here, Taylor Barnard in P1, followed by Gabrielle Mini. P3 we have Dries and Langendonk. P4 we've got Emanuele Olivieri, then Alex, Taz and Enzo, Matteo De Paolo, Evan Gilter, Maxwell Dodds, Yavin David, Daniel Kelleher, Kai, Andrea, Valentin, Thomas, Freddie, Tizzy Monza, Jem, Stan, Noah, Taito, Kanato, Kabir, Jack Beaton, Dion, Alex Dunn, Kai Askey, James, Kenzo, Chase, Dan Hackett, Cole Hewitson, and Jax Davies by the looks of it. So there you go. Double McLaren podium indeed. Very good showing from the two McLaren-backed drivers. But yeah, I think that might be that might be us done. It's now obviously dark, as you can see. So it's gone late. It's gone late. I do apologise. This has been a bit all over the place. Trying to, sort this all out for you guys to try and get we wanted something a bit more, what's the word before? Not just a singular view, because a lot of the time the drivers are streaming it, and you only get one view, which can be nice, like you guys said. But yeah, having a sort of overall. Bro doesn't notice I went from P4 to P20 in the last corner. You went well. That's what happens, mate. That's what happens. Surely you don't want that showing. Exactly, mate. Exactly. Well, let's have a look at this then, Sam. We were on board with you for lap 1. Do you want to get in? Let me call you Stan. Let's get Stan in here. But yeah, it has been a bit all over the place. But I think we sort of got there. What is Stan saying to me now? Oh, I'm asking. Oh, yeah, I can see you're saying that. Where's Stan? Let's get him in. Let's get him in. Bro, did you see what happened to me? I did see. You got shunted. We're trying to call Stan, or not, and get his opinion. Post-race interview. Same guy hit you 3 times. That's poor form. Well, let's have a look then. Let's go back on to... let's have a look at this last lap then. As everyone seemed to die over the line. I think that was a total of like 10 different safety cars. I'm in a cool. Brilliant. Well, if anyone else wants to be in a little post-race interview, let me know. Let's just move this real quick. Peak iRacing, indeed. Indeed. It was a good race to watch, though. Lap 7 here. You can skip the laps, Bro, I'm a Billy when it comes to this. We have an interview. Max will do an interview. Here we go. I'll call you right now. Hold on. Exactly. Stream. Hop into stream vocal. I've just hopped in here. Yeah, I know you can probably skip it, but it's quite enjoyable. Oh, here we go. As Stan was fighting for a podium on the last lap, and obviously spins or gets touched rather, and slides across the line. Wow, that is so sad. Alexa, play Despacito. Well, there we go. See what other carnage there was on the final corner, as we have someone going off back there. Could be Kelleher by the looks of it, maybe. Let's stick it on Kanato Lee. We'll get this out of the way. Hold on. Well, let's go chase cam. Actually, that's probably better. There's a proper scraps happening front. Someone going cutting the corner there. Stand going off. That was pretty chill. We'll go Kai's POV for the final corner. Here we go. Why does this let me not let me do it? Am I being really silly? Can I not go on board? Well, let's skip around until we find it. There we go. Oh my goodness. This is going to be fun. This is going to be very fun. If I can get the start of this. See, I don't know why it goes to scenic, but we can see in the background there. That's one way to get across the line. Stan's probably shouting at me going, what is this guy doing? But that's one way to cross the line. Please don't tell me you get shunted. Oh, you do get shunted. Oh. Well, it's one way to end the race, I guess. But yeah, that was the race. Any other final requests before we sign off? Oh, section before. Well, if it will let me do that. 21 places, not too shabby. What is this stupid iRacing doing? Am I being really dumb? Why can I not go on board with you? Let's just go back a bit. Then we'll go. When did we get on board? Did we go past it? No, we didn't. So much fun. Why can't I just click on the name? It's so much easier. We're just going around in circles here. Why is this so annoying? Yeah, these are still provisional results. I'm sure they'll come out shortly. Well, within the next hour, I imagine. But yeah. Whew, what a day. What a day. Yeah, good race for Gabrielle. Played it cool. Played it cool. Other news, we got Tom Behrman moved up 12 places with Freddie. Freddie stayed to 13 places. Not too shabby. Who else did pretty well? Evan Gilter 32nd to 9th. Matteo De Paolo 20th to 8th. Yeah, it's pretty hard charges. He knows people want to show him stuff. I'm not sure I understand. But yeah, we might call it a day there, I think. By the looks of it, we're popping off. But these are provisional results. We will find out very shortly who actually won. I think Taylor has definitely got it. Well, we can have a look at the Discord. Let's see what's popping off there. We might be having Tizzy Monza is now officially banned. Permanently banned. We're looking at some other incidents. Nothing crazy. Just netcode seems to be doing a lot for people. But yeah. Yes, we do. We do need an hour next. Yeah, I think that's all from me, guys. Hopefully you've enjoyed it. I certainly have. It's been a bit all over the place, but I think we've sort of gotten through it. But yeah, thank you very much for watching. Thanks to all the drivers. And hopefully we can do this again in the winter. So stay tuned. Follow everyone on Instagram, especially Conboth Visuals, the one that's right there. Give it a go. Little spam moment, but Jack. But yeah, no worries, guys. I know I'm sort of back, but yeah, first time doing this. Thought I'd give it a go. I think it's gone okay. It's just I think I also need to learn iRacing a bit better. Like I think it's like my 10th time using iRacing. I'll be real, and I've never really used the replay system before, so. We live and learn, but I think it's been a good learning experience. Also, been chatting for an hour and a half, almost 2 hours. So we're doing well. You mistyped. Oh, okay. It's all good. It's all good. But yeah, cheers, guys. Thank you for watching. And hopefully I will see you very shortly, or at a racetrack. So yeah, see you all later. Good. Bye, if it will end.